What's going on? What's going on? I'm out here in the mountains in Canada, my beautiful home, and it's been a bit of time. I'm kind of sitting in this beautiful, stunning field here in absolute heaven on earth, in paradise. And if you guys haven't watched my videos before, if you guys are new here, regardless of how you found me, welcome. And my mission on this channel, on this, with these videos and on this earth, is to share the truth that I've learned on how to achieve freedom, how to live a great life, how to make a lot of money, how to be rich if you want to be rich. I think that anybody can be rich, but they need to know the right knowledge. And, just share everything, all the good things that I've learned over my whole journey in business and my whole journey in life. I'm 27 years old at the time I'm making this video. Let me turn over here to get a better, the sun is right in my eyes. It's a beautiful July day here, the last day of July. Very grateful for life, very grateful for my freedom, very grateful to be able to do this for work and, share the truth with people. At 21 years old, I was completely lost in life. I had no idea what to do. I had no idea where to go. I had no idea, I had what was called, I guess, the quarter life crisis that a lot of people in their early 20s have nowadays. And, I went down this journey of, okay, well, I'm not going to work a 9-to-5 job. With the internet, why the hell would I, right? Like, when I can just basically figure out a way to make money online. There's so many people doing it. This was back in 2016, 2017. I was really full of not only drive, but also angst. It was like almost like I had this angst where I was like, I can't work a 9-to-5. I can't go to school. I can't just, fall into this trap, right? And so I went down this epic journey and, it worked out really well. What I did was I started with a few different businesses. I tried starting a social media agency. I tried affiliate marketing, ended up landing on Amazon and making a lot of money with it. Not right away, obviously, but with my third product, that's what it was. So my first two failed and then my third succeeded. That was back in 2017. And then since then, I've obviously made this YouTube channel with over, I think, almost 500,000 subscribers, 500,000 of you, which is absolutely amazing. Let me just get up here. I want to show you around. This is really, it's paradise on earth here. And I think that, every single person has like a place where they're the happiest. And, for me, this is one of them, I've always wanted a house in the mountains. And for that, you need money and you need freedom. And so let's sit back down here. So anyway, I ventured down that path and I started sharing, what was working for me on YouTube, because I knew that there was a serious lack of knowledge. There were so many people out there, even at the time, especially at the time then, and then even more so now, where young people, we're seeing all these influencers online, we're seeing all these people making money. The entrepreneurship thing is very real and it's very achievable and very attainable for people. However, you have to have the right knowledge and the right information. And obviously, nobody is sitting there, nobody's gonna knock on your door today and tell you, hey man, this is how this is how to get rich, this is how to make money. And so that's the purpose of this video here. I thought, what better way to title this than how to get rich? Because I've done it. I've done it. I've done a lot in my short time on earth. I think that it wasn't by accident, and I don't attribute it entirely to myself and my effort, I guess. And I think that, there's a higher power in all of this for sure. And that higher power will work with you. That higher power will work with you to help you in your life. If you also apply that right information that you learn from, for example, me, somebody who has made over probably about like 10 to 15 million, in sales online, e-commerce, courses, affiliate marketing, YouTube. It sounds like a lot, and I'm going to tell you, really, it's not about the 10 or the 15 or the 50 or 100 million. It's not about that. There's a lot more depth into it. But again, for the purpose of this video, we're going to keep it to how to get rich. Everybody wants to get rich. Everybody wants to make money. And nowadays, especially what we've seen with, obviously, what happened in 2020, that whole thing, the big C, so dumb how you have to kind of censor yourself over that still. But anyway, I'm not into all that. So my point is nowadays with inflation, with rising prices, and there's never been more economic instability than ever And so the question is for young people, well, what do we do? What choices do we make? What decisions do we make to, first of all, really, it's not about being rich first. First, it's about achieving freedom. And to achieve freedom, you really need at the very least $10,000 a month. At the very least, if you live in Canada, if you live in the United States, $10,000 a month is really that number that will allow you to, basically kind of live mostly wherever you want to live, afford whatever you want to afford. I'm not talking about excess luxury. I'm not talking about like Louis Vuitton bags and, mansions in Bel Air or whatever. I'm just talking about, the basics, right? So $10,000 a month, that's going to give you freedom where you can travel, you can stay in whatever Airbnb you want to stay in, and you have that luxury of not worrying about stupid bills and like stupid, how much meat costs at the store, or how much vegetables or groceries cost, or all this nonsense that, essentially normal people have to worry about. You don't want to be trapped in that, right? You don't want to be trapped in that. And there's a way of not being trapped in that. The way of not being trapped in that is to prioritize this achieving of freedom in your life. This getting to that $10,000 a month, right? Getting to that $10,000 a month. Now, the reason why getting rich is so important, okay? And $10,000 a month is not going to make anybody rich, but that is a level of comfort that now you have where you're no longer in survival mode. You're no longer in this mode where you're like, oh my God, gas is $2 a liter, $6 a gallon, whatever, $5 a gallon, oh my God. And you're worrying about this nonsense that normal people, worry about, right? And I'm only saying this nonsense because it's just, I'm not talking smack about normal people. My point is life is too short to worry about those things, but to achieve that level where you don't have to worry about those things, you have to reach that $10,000 a month mark. And so how do you reach it? Well, the good news is that nowadays with the internet, with the opportunities out there, luckily I have experience with almost every single online business except, which one would I not have? I guess even an agency. I had an agency for a short period of time. I never actually developed it, but I've made millions with digital products, with courses, with e-commerce products, with affiliate marketing, like marketing other people's products, mentorship coaching. Like I've done big numbers with that. And so I have the luxury of sharing with you that there are multiple ways. There are key ways, I guess, key roads. So imagine the $10,000 a month is like that, that objective at the end of the highway, that first objective, right? So there are many different roads to get to that objective, right? It's like starting in New York. And if you want to get to LA, well, you don't have to necessarily take one road. Obviously there is a fastest road, but that fastest road, it's different for everybody. For you, in your own personal journey, it might be starting an Amazon FBA business. It might be starting a Shopify business. It might be starting an agency of some sort. For example, a social media agency or a consulting agency, helping, plumbers get more clients. Just as an example, helping, lawyers better market themselves online. There's a lot of different ways, right? And so every single person has a unique trajectory. But to get on that trajectory, you, first of all, have to have the courage. You have to have the belief in yourself, because nobody in this world is going to wipe your ass for you. All right, for lack of a better sentence there, nobody in this world is going to do the stuff for you, let alone do the stuff for you, right? Nobody in this world is going to, be at your bedside in the morning and be like, come on, Dave, get up. Let's go, Dave. Let's go. It's time to get up and hustle and get to work, and you can do this. You got to be your own hype man. You got to be your own hype woman. You got to be your own hype whatever. And so that's what you got to do. The first thing to remember is that nobody on this earth cares about your success. And actually, and I learned this the hard way in my life, people actually want to bring you down. The thing is that most people, unfortunately, they operate in this lower consciousness where there's basically two parts to the body. Okay, there's two parts to the human. There's the mind, which is full of anxieties, which is full of, worrying, fear, paranoia, depression. It's like the weather. One day it rains, one day it storms, one day it's sunny. That is the mind. And it's limited by, our human limits there. And then you have the heart. And the heart knows. The heart is connected to the source. The heart is connected to, the all-knowing power. And that heart there, if more humans operated with the heart, they would not be suffering from stupid fears, stupid anxieties, and those emotions that keep somebody down from progressing in their life. to really move forward. Not only do you have to have the courage and the bravery and the belief in yourself, but you also have to operate from that heart, not from your mind, not from that place of anxiety, not from that place of jealousy. That's a big one, not from a place of a low level survival thinking. I call that survival thinking, where it's a mindset of, oh, well, if I can't have nice things, they can't have nice things. Oh, well, if I can't do it, then they can't do it. It's honestly a place that leads to evil. And so, the vast majority of people, unfortunately, they're stuck in that lower consciousness level. And so to get rich, first of all, you have to realize that the mind is not going to get you there. It's the heart, the intuition, the knowing. You have to know that you are going to get there. You're meant for more. You're meant for more, but you will not be able to do it out of a place of jealousy, out of a place of evil, out of a place of depression and anxiety, and fear. Now, I know a lot of people, they're struggling with, anxiety and those things. And, there's a lot of mental illness going around. And actually, I have a little story where I almost died, and I had those, I'd say, mental problems for a temporary period of time. I got poisoned for an extensive period of time. Anyway, that's a video that you guys can watch. It's on my channel. It's a whole story. And, if you're suffering from any kind of health problems, you might find that useful, because I've gone on a journey and I've completely healed. But how did I completely heal? Because I didn't let the changing weather, the all-changing weather of the mind dictate where I'm going in my life. And so that's something very important to realize. The heart is going to get you to success. The heart is the knowing. And to get to a place of abundance in your life, to get to a place of freedom, like myself, where I can wake up, today's a Sunday, but tomorrow I can wake up and at 12 if I wanted to, sit in this field all day and just chill and watch money go up in my account. That's what you can achieve too. I'm not going to be like one of those guys online. It's like, oh, you can do the same thing. Well, actually you can. You can. You honestly can. Regardless of if you buy my course or not, right? Honestly, I do have a course, and I think courses are a great way to actually learn. What's the point? Like, you go to college, $40,000, $50,000, you get into student debt, and it teaches you nothing. In fact, it sets you back in life. An education is important, but I believe self-education is the real education. The power of self-education is massive. And how I got to this place is through the power of self-education. Books, that's another thing. How to get rich. Books, you might think, I don't need that shit. Like, just show me how to make money, Dan. Show me how to, show me how to find that Amazon product. Show me how to start that agency, start a YouTube channel. Like, show me the money. Well, guess what? If I even did that, you would lose, and even let's say it worked. Okay, even if I did it for you, you'd lose everything within 3 months. Not because you suck at all, but because it's about the development of the human mind, the human heart. It's about your own development as a person. And how do you develop that? Well, it's through self-education. It is through self-education. So that's another key. And also understanding, and I mentioned this, that people want to bring you down because people operate from that low level of consciousness, that low level of jealousy. They're always like, what's in it for me? It's like an animal. Imagine like an animal in the forest. That's like, what separates a human from an animal, right? A human can plug into that higher consciousness. And an animal maybe they can, but from what we can see, they operate on a very primal level, where for them it's just about the search for food, predator versus prey, and my survival above all. And so that is the kind of thinking that keeps people poor. That is the kind of thinking that will keep you poor. And you have to understand, if you're somebody who's like, ask yourself honestly, am I somebody who has struggled with this kind of thinking? Am I somebody who falls prey to this thinking on a daily basis? Think about the last time you had anxiety about something, or you were jealous about somebody. He has that nice car and I don't, or he has that nice even girlfriend and I don't, or he has that nice XYZ and I don't, or she does, right? So that is the stuff that's going to keep you poor. You don't want to think that way. Abundance thinking, okay? And there's a whole spiritual aspect to this, as I discussed, the mind versus the heart, which is important. And beware of jealousy, beware of people that are out there to get you, because you got to understand, and be cautious on your journey to wealth. There will be people that will try to bring you down. And honestly, in life, there will always be people that will try to bring you down. So ask yourself about people's motives. Ask yourself about, why is this person being so nice to me? Why is this person not happy that I'm succeeding? Why is this person not encouraging me? It's honestly better at the beginning of your journey. I wouldn't even share, oh, I'm on this entrepreneurial journey. I wouldn't even share, oh, like my goals of, let's say if your goals are to quit your 9-to-5 job, start making a good amount of money, start an online business. Don't even share that, because like what good is going to come out of that? It's just going to hurt people's egos. You being on that path is going to hurt people's egos. And so that's important to realize as well. That, really there's going to be nobody at your bedside to like pump you up. There's going to be nobody at your bedside to tell you what to do. You have to get on this quest, but you can do it, because the human being can do anything if your mind and heart align, if you operate at that higher level of consciousness, and if you follow the proven steps, because there are people like myself who have done it, at a young age. I'm not like 75 years old in a Ferrari, I think that anybody can achieve a Ferrari at 75, if you work your whole life in a corporate job and you climb up the ladder. I mean, it's nothing special about that. You can buy a house, hold on for 50 years, you'll have a Ferrari if you sell it. But my point is really it's about being young and enjoying your life and enjoying that freedom, being healthy, which is a whole other topic, and I'm going to make videos on that as well. Stay tuned for that, because mental health is so important. And it's not just about, seeing a therapist and meditation and controlling your anxiety. It goes well beyond that. There's the problem of, toxicity, like heavy metal toxicity, and people are getting poisoned on a mass scale in society, with so many things, which I'm going to talk about on my channel. That's very important, because honestly, your level of wealth, your level of financial success in life is a product of how healthy your brain is, how healthy your whole body is, but especially your brain. If your brain is not healthy, it's going to be very hard for you to achieve success, because you're going to be stuck in anxiety, and you're going to be stuck in, either depression or unmotivated. So that's important as well. And that's why I'm going to make videos on that too, because for you to achieve that, it's not just about the money. Even if you make the money and you still didn't fix your mind, you still didn't fix your body, well, you're going to have a problem, right? And you're going to lose all that. And, to really be free in this life, you have to have all of that. You have to be healthy. You have to be toxin free. You have to be, you have to have a business that you're proud of. And like I said, everybody has, and most importantly, a business that actually makes you money, not just a hobby. And like I said, everybody's got their own journey. And every day, you got to wake up in the morning and write your goals. Do your affirmations. If you haven't studied the law of attraction, I'm sure most of you have. The Secret, those books, they work. They work because those principles, they are based in the most holy religious books. If you read any of those books, they are there. Asking it is given, seeking you shall find. All of that is there. Manifestation is rooted in ancient knowledge of the highest spiritual realms, right? And so wake up in the morning, write your goals, do your affirmations, understand that no matter where you are in life, no matter how bad it is, no matter what you're doing, no matter what sucks in your life, there's a fly that joined us here, that you can have anything you want, that you can, but nobody is going to be there for you to get you off your ass and going, and let alone care, because everybody's too worried and too absorbed in their own problems. Okay, so if you want to be rich, you got to understand you must set out on that journey, and it is something that your future self has achieved already. But there are steps you have to take, and that's the way you have to look at it. Now, in terms of the actual businesses, which I'm going to make so many videos on this because, if you've watched my channel for several years, I've coached e-commerce exclusively, but, there are other businesses, like I said, that I have experience with making millions of dollars online myself with those businesses. And I believe that there should be a choice. And I believe that there's a lack of information on those businesses. For example, how to become a coach, how to become a YouTuber, selling digital products, right? That's a great way to make money because it's passive income. The profit margin is super high, right? It doesn't cost, you make a course that's valuable for people. And, it doesn't cost you extra to sell any additional copy of that course. So that's an example, right? There's e-commerce, Amazon and Shopify, which I'm gonna make videos on as well. There is, starting an agency. There's a lot of different ways. And so to figure out that way, you have to start on your path today. Every single day you can ask yourself throughout the day, what is something that I can do today? Honestly, ask yourself at every hour or two, what is something that I can do that will move me forward towards my freedom? And you don't have to know the how. That's the biggest thing. You don't have to know how. Nobody's going to be able to sit here and tell you this is how you are going to get rich. But essentially the rest of all this video, I told you how. All of those concepts, if you understand them and remember them, oh, they will make you not only wealthy, but they'll make you the happiest fucking person alive. And I also wanted to say, let's get up here. I also wanted to say, in a world where nothing is guaranteed anymore, where we have inflation, instability, freedom and achieving your own personal freedom, financial freedom has never become more important. It's more important than ever. And I am one of the few people, especially at the age that I am, that has achieved that, figured that out. Not only that, but also helped millions of people through my YouTube videos. I still have, the most viewed e-commerce videos on the planet, I believe, on my YouTube channel. So, I can't wait to share all that with you. So this is just the beginning. This is phase 2 of my YouTube journey here. But for the first 5 years, we shared mindset, e-commerce, and it was much more fundamental, but now we're going to go deeper. And these years right now, you still can, with the opportunities out there today, the world is still free enough where you can start an online business, you can achieve your freedom, and you can get healthy and be good by the time the next crisis starts, because the next crisis will start, whether it's a war, whether it's another pandemic of some sort, whatever BS, whatever bullshit it is, you got to be ready. So right now is the time, every single day, get healthy, achieve that freedom, work towards it, because if you seek, you will find. This didn't come by chance. This did not come by chance for me. This did not come by chance. It was because of, honestly, belief in myself, walking down the road with courage, and not giving a fuck about what other people think. That's the biggest thing. I don't care if YouTube kind of, gets me less views because I'm swearing, whatever, but sometimes swearing is important. And otherwise, just know that your future self will achieve everything you want to achieve and move forward calmly, but also be patiently impatient. Be patiently impatient. So be patient in achieving your goal, but be impatient in the daily actions towards it. Okay, most of all, don't be a dick. Be kind to people. You don't know what people are going through. Not everybody is meant for the good life. But you're watching this video, so you are. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. If you found this valuable, it's going to be a lot more. And I cannot wait to share all of this knowledge with you. I'm honored to. It's really a gift. Thank you so much. Peace.